Okay, hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and today we're going to be looking at my card collection. I'm filming this actually on my DSLR for the first time in a while. For now, we're going to take a look at some cards. 99% Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just by abundance, but I'm going to start off with this little binder, which has a few other cards in it. So, we have some cards here from Flesh and Blood. Nothing, well, I think it's called Flesh and Blood, right? I haven't played in a little bit, I kind of forgot. But it's a card game I got into when I visited my friends in Michigan, and the card shop people convinced us to buy some decks. So we just have a couple hollows right here. We have a couple of just like common hollows, a few more common hollows. Nothing too crazy there. We have some mythical rarity cards. None of these are anything too crazy, but out of the few packs that I did get, these are the couple that were holographic and stuff. We have some cards from my book series that I got test printed for holographic printing. Gonna kind of skip over those. Sorry, a little bit of a burp. Final Fantasy X Tidus card, Hollow Haku and Zabuza, and a random Machoke. The Machoke has no value at all. It's just an old card I had. And so let's go into this binder, because this one is the shortest. This has my XE, Synchro, Link, Rituals, and everything like that. So I apologize if the lighting's not too great. So I apologize if the lighting's not amazing, and I'll try to point out anything cool and specific. But there's a few, like, URs and whatever have you in here. Nothing too insane. Some gold rares, ultimate rares. You are Munder Generator Boss of Eternity. That's a sick looking card. These are all just cards, obviously. I've pulled from packs. Same cards, different variants, different packs. Ultimate rares and stuff like that. Those are duplicates. I try to keep duplicates off to the side, and I actually have a deck box. I'm going to set that over here. I have a deck box that's full of duplicates that I would sell as like a lot or whatever have you. We have synchro cards over here. Beautiful Ruddy Rose Dragon. Unfortunately, I don't believe it's worth any more than a couple dollars, but yeah. Black Rose Dragon and Gold Rarity. Beautiful Cyber Slash Harpy. A couple of ultimate rares. If I say the wrong rarity, forgive me. I'm, like I always say with card openings, I am very, very bad at rarities. Oh, Dark Dragon, the Knight of Dragon Magic. That's a great card. If I, what was I gonna say? Man, I can't even think right now. I didn't plan on recording this. I just looked at my cards and went, I need to make a video going over them. Sorry if the focus isn't that great either. Unlike my phone, this camera doesn't have a persistent autofocus. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which is sick. Are those duplicates? They are. I'm going to pull you out and put you in the duplicate container. So I do keep the best cards, like the highest value or the most classic cards or whatever have you, in a box in their own separate sleeves. So that's why nothing in here is anything too valuable. Like, sure, there's probably a couple that are like, oh, that's more valuable than you think. That's actually $4 because, Yu-Gi-Oh pricing. But just pulled that Illusion of Chaos. Not worth anything, but yeah, in case you're thinking that, it's like, oh yeah, also pendulums are in here. I do have those other cards in their hard shell sleeves separated. Yeah, there's my reflection. Hello. This is not the best filming. And then in the back of here, I got a couple tokens. Got some classic cards that I've held on to for a long time. White Magician Picker is my favorite card. Exodia pieces. Another token. A bunch of tokens here in the back. And I just recently had to split these two binders because this one was getting full because it was spell, magic, and trap cards all in one. I just say spell, magic, and trap. It was monster, spell, and trap cards all in one, and now that's all just monsters and traps. So let's go ahead and look at some of the spell cards here. Some of these are probably also more valuable, and I just don't realize it. Some of them are also older cards, a little bit older cards. Like I've had that cost down for a while. I've had this Poly. I've had this Lucky Iron Axe. What is it? Like, it's that embossed ultimate rare or something. I don't know, man. Red text tuning. I've had this like weird, whatever, that different rarity. These two right here, Malevolent Nuzzle and Card Trader. Blue Shadow Tune with purple, some gold rares. I love the gold rares, man. I don't care what anyone says. They are a great looking rarity. I think they're absolutely sick. A lot of duality. Yeah, a lot of random stuff. I pulled a lot of cards from the same sets, just trying to pull specific. Do I have 2 instant fusions? No, ready fusion, instant fusion. Just trying to pull some specific cards. Unfortunately, didn't get most of the cards I was looking for, but Spirit Charmers, nice. I forgot I had that. So that's why you're gonna see some pretty expected cards in here. I think I might have seen them with Dolce Chateau. I'm still on the lookout for duplicates to take out. And by duplicate, they have to be from the same set as well, not just the same card. I want to make sure that any same sets get pulled out. I pulled so many of the Draco backs from whatever set that was. Magical Malevolent Mavens, Magical Mavens, whatever it was. I don't remember. How do people remember all the different card set names? Like, you're watching Rux and he's like, yeah, that's from this set. And you're like, how did you? I think I actually have 2 Abomination Prisons. I think, well, I have a couple of them. I think it was, yeah, REO2. Let's pull that out before I forget, because I will. Yes, okay. Alright, set those aside, and we're going to take a look at the heavy binder. This thing is full of cards, and boy, there's a lot to look at. So, this is all the monster cards. I've had a lot of these cards for a long time as well, or at least a few of them since I held on to from my first collection before I sold most of my previous card collection. See, those from a different set, or they're from the same set but a different rarity, so I do keep them in there. I sold my previous set, the majority of it, to a friend of mine for a pretty good deal, I'd say. And that was a pain in the ass to ship all that too. I shipped out like close to 7,000 cards, I think. A gold exploder dragon, and this one was had like that like a fractal or whatever it is, the prism fractal. A lot of vampire cards, Nashidal Ariel. I have a lot of cards that would, you know, I use in Master Duel that I wish I could put into decks, but I don't like putting URs. And I'll put like a rare or a super rare. I don't like putting URs. This Machine King is old. Not worth anything, but yeah, I don't like putting URs in my decks unless I had to like make an entire deck out of hard shell sleeves. That's the only way I would do it, just to make sure that they were always kept in great condition. I've had this Gaga Magician for a while too. It's that embossed ultimate rare, whatever. I don't know, man. I try to keep some like cubic cards and whatever, and like the Dark World cards. I try to keep them together as much as I can. The ghost yokai girls, I try to keep them together if I can, but you know, there's always going to be some cards that just get shifted around somewhere, and I can't really keep up with them. Or at least I don't feel like, once I put them in the binder, I get nervous trying to take them out because I'm afraid of damaging them, you know. I think my tummy just made like a weird sound, so if you heard that, I apologize. Crystal Dragon. I love the Familiar Possessed cards. That is probably my favorite archetype, is the Familiar Possessed. Oh yeah, I do have 2 of these. They're from the same set. They're the same card, but I didn't want to separate them, so I put them here. Yeah, Familiar Possessed. The Spirit Charmers are absolutely my... Okay, those are 2 different sets. Oh yeah, they're different... Are they different rarities and different sets? Oh yeah, this one has like a spackly... whatever. Anyway, I love the Familiar Possessed cards. They are great. There's always such an upset with people. Like, I'll be playing against like a Bestial deck or something in Master Duel and still somehow pull out the win with the Possessed deck. They're just so underrated, and they have a lot of versatility. If you know what you're doing with them and you got a pretty consistent deck, you have a lot of options of removal and just straight up beat down. Illegal Knight. I should not have this card. Oh yeah, here's my page full of God cards and classic cards. A lot of these God cards are fake. They're ones that have like the yellow backs or whatever. Yeah, I got those at a local town fair years ago. This one, and this one were ready. I was getting ready to sell them, and I kind of like put them in whatever. Like I lost them for a long time because they were sitting with like yard sale stuff, and I found them years later. Like holy shit, they were still there. Some Dark Magicians, some very old, one of my original Blue Eyes White Dragons. It's not in good condition, but it's from SDK 001, whichever that is. I don't know. I don't know. What is his name? Sun Warrior or something? If that's not his name, that's what we called him. I've had this card for so fucking long. Had no idea what his effect was back in the day either, so just kind of played him as a beat stick. Spiral. That's my bed making sounds, by the way. If you hear goo goo, that's another one of the fractal rarities, whatever. Just picked up that Blue Eyes alternate the other day. Oh, another one. Sorry, this is the one I just picked up. Wait, what are you? ENO10? Ah, duplicate. Let's get you out of here. You've been caught. Get out. Go over here. We'll add you guys to the duplicate box that I can just probably sell for a decent amount of money. Oh yeah, we got a few drone lockbirds, and they're all different rarities. Different rarity variants. So we have those two, that one, and the two different alt arts. Yeah. I don't really have much commentary either. Plus, I'm in that point like where I'm recording alone in my room with like, oh, what are you guys doing here? This is the monster binder. Arbitration of White and Medallion of the Ice Barrier. How did I do that? I was on something. Yeah, so it's just quiet in my room, and I just feel so aware of my own voice. Few sprite cards. So this one has like a little bit of an error I picked up the other day. I marked it on the sleeve. I don't know how well you can tell, but the actual, you can see like a little bit of glimmer where some of the holographic had like a hollow spatter, and it's just a rare too. It's not even an ultra rare, but they got some hollow spatter down there on the actual body of the card. So mark that as an error, and even though it's just a rare, I don't get many errors. That's not, at least none that I strictly notice. So I thought this card looked sick, dude. The Shiny Star Dragon, look at that. That is gorgeous. Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda. Some more sprites. That's a duplicate right there. See, that's literally one right there and one right here. I'm terrible at spotting duplicates. I think that's it for the monsters. We'll get over here to the trap cards, in which I will add that at some point. I have a couple of cool trap cards in here too. This one also has that old spackle rarity, whatever you want to call them. Got Dozen Match, another fractal, I said spackle, fractal rarities with the Call of the Haunted and the Miracle's Wake. Two different anti-spell fragrances, non-fusion of blue, text black Sonic, Metal Reflect Slime, lots of cool stuff there. I know there's probably some random trap cards in here worth a small penny, but Mirror Force Gold. But I also don't look at every single card I get, you know. Ghost of a Grudge, I loved running this card. I don't know why, it was one of my favorite cards to play. Are you guys duplicates? You are, but okay, but you're a different rarity. Okay, I didn't notice it at first. Dominus Purge, Eternal Soul. Got a very pretty Solemn Judgment in here. And I'll add Arbitration of White to the end page over here before I forget that. And now we're going to move on. I'm going to throw that in the Spellbinder, and we're going to move on to the box. Okay, so I don't know how I'm going to really go into this box, but and it's not the best storage, but here I have more of a bigger collection. So this box right here is full of super rares. Just a whole bunch of super rares from random packs. I'm sure there's a bunch of duplicates in there as well, but it's that kind of thing where I'm not going to sort through them, and I don't take the best care of them because they're just super rares. Here I have just rares. So, hollow text, that's it. Nothing special. Now to figure out, none of these are labeled. This is a deck. What are you? I think this is 2 decks. Yeah, this is 2 different decks. This is other cards to put in decks. And then this is the duplicates. these are a bunch of duplicate ultra rares from just buying multiples of the same set. There's a few golds in there too, but mostly it's like ultra rares and stuff. So we're gonna add these, and then I can take that, which is probably, I don't know, how many do you think this is? 200 cards, maybe more, 500. I don't know. It's definitely not 500, but I could take that and be like, here's an entire deck box full of. I'm trying to do this one-handed, man. Give me a break. And the cards get that like slight curve when they're sitting in a box. Here's a deck box full of ultra rares. Some of them are duplicates, $50 or whatever. But now let's get into these cards, which, again, none of these are anything insane. There's no $600 pulls, because if there were, I sold them, like my Ghost Blue Eyes. We're going to take it from the bottom and flip them. I pulled this just the other day. Forbidden Lands is the 25th quarter century rare. Even if this isn't worth anything, the platinum rare, I just think it's absolutely sick, and I don't get many of those. So Ghost Mourner, set that aside. So yeah, not all these are anything too. Most of them are like, yeah, this is at least $5 to $10 to $15 to $20, maybe a little bit more. But also, if there's cards that I just like, I'll put them here. Imperm, ultra rare. Abomination's Prison Platinum, I believe it's Platinum, I think. Magician's Souls, I pulled that from like one of those $3 packs where you get like the mini packs. You get like 2 packs of 3 cards or whatever, and I pulled the Magician's Soul, so it's like, oh, $5 card, sick. Crossout Designator, which I had a couple of those. Silent Magician Zero. We got Sword Soul Emergence. Some of these were also, I don't know if they retained their value, but like at the time they were at least $5. This one's just a very old Monster Reborn that I've had. It's obviously in not good condition, but I kept it for, classic. Classic Blue Eyes here, which is just a rare, but still, I have a lot of Blue Eyes cards. Another Crossout Designator, I'm pretty sure that's the same one from the same set, so it's just a duplicate. Got a classic, I don't know, CT13, EN003, Dark Magician, whatever. You're going to see a lot of Blue Eyes and Dark Magicians in here. Another alternate art Dark Magician. Another art Dark Magician. I was collecting all the art for them too. Another one right there. We got the 25th anniversary for Utopia. Another Utopia. I pulled 2, unfortunately. We got the Cyber Dragon from the 25th. We got Blue Eyes for the quarter century. I keep calling it quarter century and 25th, man, whatever. We got this Irish Sword Soul. I don't know the rarity for this, but it's like, because it looks like the embossed ultimate, but you can see it has like the actual little like paint spatter speckles on it. And so I don't know exactly what rarity that is, but it's cool and it's different. Runic Tip, Triple Tactics Talent, Dogmatica Ecclesia, the Virtuous, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, Snow. I've had this one for a very long time. This ultimate rare. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jinzo. Illusion of Chaos. Pulled that from a random set, which is pretty sick. Vanquished Soul, Caesar Valius. This Maggie Magician. I think I bought it off eBay or something at the time. I don't even know if it's a legitimate real card or if it's just because there isn't a TCG circulation of this in America. This card, it's an OCG or Japanese, whatever. I think the Japanese cards are the OCG, right? I'm bad, but it's WJMP JP018. Dark Magician Girl, another Dark Magician Girl. We got Blue Eyes Chaos Max. Ringworm the Dragon Guarding the 100 Apples, which this card was apparently at the time like, I think $8 or $10 when I pulled it, maybe 15, I don't remember. Dingirsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star. You got Memento Totlin, I don't know, Anguich. Alpha the Master of the Beasts. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Red Eyes Black Dragon, a classic from Structure Deck Joey. There's Japanese Blue Eyes. I got a few of those ones too. There's that. I love that art. That's such a sick Blue Eyes art. Another one right there. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, my focus is like over here, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and do it like that. That didn't work. That's not in focus. Oh well, whatever. Another one of those. What is that? The left arm of the forbidden one. A classic pot of greed from LCJW. Whatever. I don't know. Mirror Force. My Dark Paladin, which I've had this card for a good long while. You can see my bent corners and stuff. Okay, then we have a couple of cards from, we have a Flesh and Blood Mythic Hollow Soul Shield, another Flesh and Blood and Mythic Hollow Phantasmaclasm, a Kyo Takamine, sorry, from a Zech Bell. We have a random Mecha Naruto, and then we have the Ancient Mew that I've had since I was a kid, and somehow have kept in nearly perfect condition. So, that right there is my worth showing card collection. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.